the Warriors are a huge 1-3 favorite to win the West, and they'll host the Clippers in the first round. But Golden State could have a tough matchup with the Rockets in round 2. Steph Curry did not play last night after hurting his ankle on Tuesday, but he should be fine for the playoffs. Rick Bucher is still with us. So, hey, the playoffs are starting. We've been talking about this. But in your opinion, who has the best shot to beat the Warriors in the West?
Whoever gets them last. Because it's, to me, at this point with the Warriors, it is a matter of attrition.
Okay.
And so if the way the brackets work out, if it's Oklahoma City in a 7-game series at the very end of this, after Houston takes a piece out of them, after the Clippers take a piece out of them, then I see that potential. Honestly, it's hard for me to imagine anyone that is capable. I can't point to that one team as of right now that is going to knock them off. But Oklahoma City does match up with them on the perimeter.
I agree with that.
Which is where their strength, with Dennis Schroeder, with Russ Westbrook, with Paul George, not only can you defend all of them, but you can make Steph, Clay, and KD all guard somebody. And that's as important as anything. But ultimately, I think it's a matter of attrition. And then, unlike last year, where they got through the West, they've squeaked through the West. And then, oh, well, it's the Cavs. Whew, we can exhale and we can finish the deal. Now they could potentially face the toughest team at the end of that Western Conference road, which is why I'm not one of those optimists that we're going to see a three-peat.
So who do you like in the East? The last time you were on, you did not like Philly and
Milwaukee. Yes. I mean, I like Toronto and Boston. I'm going to stay with Boston. I know there are issues there. I am hoping that cooler heads will prevail and the cliques will go away and they will put aside their personal agendas and they will come together and play, because I believe that they have all the experience and the pieces. They have all of it. But short of that, if it's not Boston, I like Toronto. I like their defense. I like their length. I like their experience. And again, I just believe that they have the wherewithal to make things difficult, not only difficult on the Warriors offensively, but they have enough scorers that are going to make difficult matchups.
Because to your point, those two teams could get Golden State last in the finals, right?
Exactly.
They would have the best shot.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I think one of the biggest keys for the Warriors is that you have to have someone that can make Steph Curry guard all the time, because he really wants to rest on defense. Because normally, if you look at the point guard, if he can play, Clay grabs him. And so now, if Clay takes James Harden, let's say second round, that means he's going to have to deal with Chris Paul. Well, Chris Paul's going to go at him. That's what Russ does to Steph. He goes at him, because now you got to put Clay on Paul George, because you're definitely not going to put Steph Curry on Paul George. You got to make him work, Skip. You can't let him lunch on the defensive end. Make him exert some energy, zap some of that. Now, it's a great luxury to fall. A great fallback is to have Kevin Durant. Is that a guy that can go average 30 for any series, maybe 35, 38 in a series. What I'm so impressed about Klay Thompson, and I think it goes so unnoticed, Skip, is that he always has the toughest defensive assignment, and he still gives you 20 points.
And do you know he's never been on an all-defensive team? You think about that will change.
Or a first team? Or
he's never been named to an all-defensive team. That's a major oversight.
And he always got the toughest. He always got the
question.
toughest defensive assignment.
Wow.
So the real answer to this question, the biggest threat to Golden State is Golden State.
Oh, okay.
Well, it just is.
I thought you were going to say the other team.
No.
In San Antonio.
I'm not going to go yet.
Oh, wait. You were not going to go there.
Well, I do like the way it fell, because all of a sudden a weird occurrence happened in Portland last night where their subs came back from 28 down to beat Sacramento's subs, and it knocked Houston down a peg. And sometimes those pegs can really have ramifications through this bracket. And all of a sudden, Houston plays Golden State second round, and San Antonio gets Denver, probably gets Oklahoma City, and then what if Houston knocks them off? Look, Houston can make a strong case here. They won 3 out of 4, and the one game that Golden State did win at Houston, there was no Kevin Durant. And it felt like they were making a statement. If you have 2 feet out the door, we'll show you what we can do tonight. Well, the team has internal issues, because he does have 2 feet out the door. And he and Draymond have an uneasy truce. It's a truce, but it's uneasy. And DeMarcus Cousins has never played a single playoff game in his life, and now they're kind of revolving around DeMarcus. And it's working since the All-Star break, but it's new and different. And when you get pushed and shoved in the postseason, are you going to be able to lean back on DeMarcus? Is he going to be there for you? Is he going to implode and explode? I don't know, because it's new, it's different, and they lost 8 games this year by 20-plus points. That's one bad sign after another. I'm sorry, they're vulnerable, and Houston believes they can beat them. They had them down and nearly out last year, and Chris pulls his hamstring. Okay, so you don't think they could beat them in 7 games? I do.
I do. But I wouldn't put no money. I mean, if any money that I would bet would be mine, and my money means something to me. I wouldn't put no money down to Houston beat them.
We sure have lost a lot of money to me.
Yeah, I did lost the cut, but I get it back. I get it back. Gonna get it back this series.
You're down and nearly out.
I might get some on the nugget.
Really?
I go get some of this
you want a piece of that?
I might.
Want a piece of it?
I got to see how it shapes up.
What are we waiting on?
I got game 1. I got the Nuggets in game 1.
Do you? Oh, that's really going out on a limb.
Denver hadn't been to the playoffs in a long time. They don't know what it's like to be in the playoffs.
Yeah. San Antonio went to Denver like 10 days ago and lost by 28. So you're bold.
Really
bold prediction.
Y'all got LaMarcus. Y'all got LaMarcus Aldridge and Derek White. Remember, Derek White played unbelievable
Derek
basketball.
White, first team point guard, all defense, says Kevin Pelton. Who knows what he's talking about?
Nah, he shouldn't be.
First team.
Pat
all
Beverly
defense.
was voted by the players.
No, first team.
Pat Beverly.
The Spurs now go as Derek White grows.
No, they go as LaMarcus Aldridge.
No, sorry, you're wrong about that.
LaMarcus had 34 last night, Skip.
Who took over in the fourth quarter and saved their bacon last night because Dirk and them made a run at him? It was Derek White. Here we go.
Here we go. This is what we do around
15 to
here.
20
A lot of Spurs
I'm hearing echoes of Tim Tebow. I don't know what it is. But
Everybody knows.
Comes up once in a while, a few repeats. Rick, great insight today. Really interesting stuff. Thanks for being here. Tom Brady back to being a comedian, Shannon. Me and Skip love it. Well, this time
here we go.
we do. And we'll show you the video.